Now, the South African Social Security Agency, or SASSA, has launched a pilot project that allows people to apply for certain social grants online. Now, applicants can apply for child support, older persons and foster child grants on SASSA's website, and they will not have to stand in line at the SASSA offices. The project was launched on Monday, and this in a bid to promote social distancing and also to curb the spread of the coronavirus. Paseka Letsatsi is the national spokesperson for SASSA. He joins us now to tell us more about the online project. Mr. Letsatsi, thanks so much for your time. Once again, welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Sakina, and good morning to the viewers at home as well.
So let's just start with what, for most people, at least the ones who correspond with me, and I know with Leanne as well, is top of mind, which is the SRD grant. And people watching this right now are probably thinking, here they go again, SASSA, telling us to go and do things online when we are still waiting for our payouts for our SRD grants. Mr. Letsatsi, what is going on? Why are people still struggling to get their 350 Rand payments at this stage?
I think that's a very good question, Sakina, and we appreciate that. One of the things that we agreed as management was to, together with the South African Post Office, was to say, because there might be a process which takes a little bit longer to get the 350 to people, what we might have to suggest, which we did about a week or two ago, was that we introduced the new system of a mobile money where people can simply use their cell phone to access the money and use the bank of their choice. Because in certain instances, we found that most people were going to the post office and they were clocking the office because majority of those people were indicating that they don't have bank accounts. Hence, we said, let's introduce the mobile money where they can simply just go and get whatever that they want to get. But we experienced certain problems, Sakina, in the process. One, some of the phones were not recut. A person might have used a SIM card which is not in their name. But secondly, there were problems with the ID and so on. But I think when we kickstarted the process, most people opted to get the mobile money instead of going and queue at the post office. We still want to encourage people that when we open, because we don't necessarily open at 1 day, we use certain days to open to say if you want to get mobile money, we can then be able to access it. But make sure that your phone is recut and the information that you load there is correct so that you do not necessarily experience problem. We think with this mobile money, we are trying to get things correctly.
Again, those who have even furnished bank account details, Mr. Letsatsi, are saying that even though they furnished it, they're still receiving messages to go to the post office, which is perhaps the reason why you are experiencing these long queues and, clogging of the system at the post office. It is, in fact, your doing as SASSA. The systems, as you are explaining them, are, in fact, not working as such.
We also want to appeal to patience of people. We also understand, Sakina, that the reason why a person would apply for 350 is because they desperately need the money. So from our side as an organization, we need to work as quick as possible to make sure that we come to the party. But we are appealing to our people to make sure that when they upload their information in the system is correct. Because in some instances, we also want to appeal to people that do not go to the post office even when you don't have the SMS which says you can come. But people can simply type status on the application. Then it can be able to talk to you to realize that you indeed qualify. You can be able to go to the post office. In the past month or so, we realized that in some instances, people go to the post office even when they don't have an SMS which says this is the right time for you to come and get and collect your money. We would continue to engage our people so that we are able to communicate with them, so that we are empowered to understand what processes they need to follow.
All right. I'm going to round this up after the news headlines. This segment, speaking to the SRD grants, I just have one or two more issues to raise with you in that regard, Mr. Letsatsi. And then I want to talk about the new launch on Monday of that online system for the grant segments that do seem to be working because they've been in service for a while. So please just stay there for us. Mr. Paseka Letsatsi is, of course, SASSA spokesperson. We'll continue that conversation, but let's just quickly at 7:30 get news headlines from Leanne.